Hello everybody, welcome again to the Spinal Segment, and this is Dr. Larry Thill with Loomis Life Care, Chiropractic and Wellness in beautiful downtown Loomis. Hey, and we've been working our way down the cervical spine, the neck, the vertebrae, as well as the nervous supply. And we're down to C5, and it's exciting to me because we get to actually see a bit more about how C5 works, and we can test it in different ways that we can't test above it. So let's go back a minute. A nerve has two primary functions: sending information from the brain down to a muscle, say. That's a motor function. There's a sensory function that receives information from, say, skin and brings that information through the nerve back up to the brain for evaluation. So there's motor, which sends information out to a muscle, and that's the myotome, the area where this nerve innervates, the muscle that innervates. There's also the sensory. That sensory portion of the nerve is the area of skin, the dermatome, that gathers information, sensory information, and sends that information back up through that nerve to the brain for evaluation. Right here, number 5 in the cervical spine. So it's down toward the bottom because C7 is the last one. So we got C5, C6, C7. And those three nerves from those vertebrae coordinate everything there is to happen in our arms. T1, the first thoracic segment, has a little bit of involvement, but it's mostly C5, C6, and C7. So the nerves on the left coordinate everything there is to do on the left, in the left arm. On the right, that's the right arm. So what's a myotome? A myotome is the muscle where a specific nerve goes to. So in C5, it goes to the deltoid, so the lateral part of the shoulder, a little bit in the bicep. What's the dermatome? Well, that's the skin that's oriented in the area that the nerve innervates. So where does C5 nerve root exit? Is it between C5 and C6 or C4 and C5? I'm so confused. It's between C4 and C5. So if either of those segments are misaligned, is there going to be pressure on the nerve? Yes. How do we know? Well, we're going to show you in just a second. Continuing with C5, we talked about the dermatome, the area of the skin innervated by C5, which is here in the lower, kind of central lower portion of the neck. And also the muscles coordinated by the electricity from C5, deltoid, and some of the bicep. Now here's the reflex. So the reflex for C5 is the biceps tendon, and you can see how that jumps. Healthy nerve supply to the reflex here at the biceps, and that gives us another way to test the integrity of, the clarity of C5 nerve root.